Which key matchups will decide the Patriots' regular season finale against the New York Jets here on Sunday at Gillette Stadium? My name is Mike Petraglia, joined as always by Evan Lazar and Alex Barth. This Key Matchups Patriots report is brought to you by 1-in-100. Go to 1in100.co now and register for your chance to win in a raffle killer Pats, Bruins, and Celtics tickets for the cost of a large pizza or a beer. That's 1in100.co. Go there and register today. All right, we'll start our key matchups with Evan Lazar, and I know you want to feature one cornerback against one wide receiver. That would be STEPHON Gilmore of the Patriots against Robbie Anderson, the red-hot Robbie Anderson of late, who has been in the past a Patriots killer.
Yeah, so Robbie Anderson over the last 3 weeks since Sam Darnold has returned from that injury, averaging over 100 yards per game. He has a touchdown in each game. He's really developed into the go-to receiver for the rookie quarterback. And last time out against the Patriots, STEPHON Gilmore shadowed him on 84% of his routes and did not allow a catch to Robbie Anderson. That was really in STEPHON Gilmore's hot streak of the season where he was shutting everybody down. Josh McCown in that game was 0 for 4 targeting STEPHON Gilmore and Robbie Anderson in coverage. So I think it's one of the key matchups of this game. Obviously, Jermaine Kearse and Quincy Enunwa are not going to be healthy for this game for the Jets. They've already been ruled out. So Robbie Anderson's really the go-to option already, and he's really the only receiver that I'm even worried about other than Chris Herndon, their tight end. So STEPHON Gilmore is going to have that matchup, I would assume, again, since he was so successful against him the first time around.
So, I mean, going back, and I know I said a Patriots killer. In 2017, Robbie Anderson had a couple of big games, though, against the Patriots.
Yeah, he did, and I think one of the big reasons why, and not to take shots at Malcolm Butler, was because Malcolm Butler was the guy lined up across from him and not Gilmore. Gilmore told me a couple of weeks ago that he really likes to shadow one receiver in a game because it allows him to really study, hit the film hard on that specific receiver, studying his releases, studying his route tree, that kind of stuff, and really focus on that one guy. So the Patriots coaches have really listened to that feedback, and over the course of the season, Gilmore's shadowed another receiver on the other team. I think it's been 13 out of 15 games or something like that so far this year. So they really don't use him in like a sides way anymore. They're really saying, all right, Steph, you take this guy and you shut him down. And Robbie Anderson's going to be that guy on Sunday.
All right. I had a chance to speak, Alex Barth, with Matthew Slater, the Patriots special teams captain here on Friday at Gillette Stadium. Asked him about the effort to improve the consistency of the special teams from the beginning of the year when it was very uneven, and that's being kind, to the point where it is now where the Patriots are getting in, blocking punts, their coverage on kickoffs much better. Well, it's going to be really tested here on Sunday as Andre Roberts of the Jets is a leader in the NFL in both kickoff and punt return averages, and the Patriots special teams goes up against Andre Roberts.
Yeah, and the other side of that matchup is, like you said, Patriots special teams, because Roberts can do so much, both kickoff returns and punt returns. He leads the league in both in terms of average yards per return. So in the kickoff coverage, the Patriots have to be there from the beginning. If you think back to Tennessee, right?
Yep.
That big opening kickoff kind of, I don't want to say put a nail in the coffin.
Set the tone.
Right, that game, that was the term I was looking for.
There you go.
That game was never the same from the opening kickoff, and Roberts is certainly the kind of player who can bring that. And then in the punting game, it's going to be cold. It's going to be a little bit windy. Ryan Allen's going to have to make sure that he's putting the ball where he wants it, because if you let Roberts field a punt in a spot on the field where he feels comfortable putting on a move or two, you're going to end up with some bigger returns. So expect balls maybe going out of bounds or at least very near the sideline to limit what Roberts can do in the return game. Ryan Allen's been good this year. I know the sabermetrics say otherwise. I think he's been one of the better punters in football. So they're going to need him to be very careful, very accurate on Sunday to help take care of Roberts. And then again, like Matthew Slater talked about, the kickoff coverage, which has been better really since the bye. They made a couple personnel moves. They made a couple of stylistic changes, and it's done wonders. All
right, Julian Edelman also spoke here on Friday, and he has been, the go-to punt returner for the longest time here with the Patriots. Patriots may protect him and not use him as a punt returner. We should point that out on Sunday. However, if they do, I had a chance to ask Edelman about the weather, and we see it right behind us right now.
Feeling it right now.
And it's always going to be a factor in December and January when the Patriots hit the playoffs here at Gillette. I want to get your feeling for what kind of elements Julian Edelman and the special teams could be facing in terms of ball security and why that's such a big deal.
Well, it's supposed to be dry, which is the biggest issue. No rain or snow in the forecast, but it's going to be cold. There are now, I don't know if Julian Edelman Edelman uses them, but I know players have started switching to some cold gloves, so maybe that's something he uses.
He actually made reference to, the cold and the impact
gear.
of your hands and how hard it is to grip the ball.
And he talked about the equipment staff being great with gear, so maybe there's something there. But I think this is a game where you're going to see a lot of fair catches. You're going to see him letting a lot of balls roll. It is Week 17. It is a game the Patriots need, but at the same time, do you need to return a punt in the first quarter? Do you want Julian Edelman healthy for the playoffs? I think he's going to be more on the conservative side when it comes to returns, and I think the Patriots will tell Cordero Patterson to do the same thing. We've seen him be very aggressive this year. I think, at least for this week, he puts that on the back burner.
No sleeves for the Patriots receivers and running backs. That's
that's
the one
right.
suggestion I'll give them. I think they already know this, but big thing is a lot of receivers, when they get cold, they wear long sleeve T-shirts underneath their pads, and that is where the ball really gets slippery against that material instead of being against your skin. A lot of the Patriots receivers, you see them, especially Julian Edelman, go sleeveless a lot of the time in these cold weather games. People think they're crazy. It's a strategic reason for it. You can't wear sleeves in games like this, and some of these cold weather teams know that a little bit better than maybe some of the warm weather teams.
I wonder if the Brady scuba suit would work for that. Maybe that's worth a...
Yeah,
we know Edelman likes to copy Brady.
All I know is that material, and you can kind of see it on yourself, is much slicker than your skin. It doesn't have that friction that a human skin has. So it's a big difference. It's a little thing, but it's a big thing.
Are we analyzing too much? We getting too much?
We might be at the point where we need to cut it off and just say that the Patriots are looking to head into the postseason with an 11-5 mark. If, of course, they win here on Sunday, they wrap up a first-round bye. This Patriots Report is brought to you by 1-in-100. Go to 1in100.co now and register for your chance to win in a raffle killer Pats, Bruins, and Celtics tickets for the cost of a large pizza or a beer. That's 1in100.co. Go there and register today. For Evan Lazar and Alex Barth, I'm Mike Petralia inside Gillette Stadium, CLNS Media.